People living in several Maryland counties may soon be forced by court order to allow surveyors behind the Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project on their land. The project's developer has now filed for court-ordered access to the properties.
That's a story we've been following for months now. Our Janae Reese on your corner in Baltimore with why local landowners say they will continue to push back on this.
Joanne Frederick is a Maryland landowner in Baltimore County and takes pride in it.
The trees we see here, the trees that are under threat, are the trees that my great-grandfather planted.
Joanne is also the president of Stop MPRP Inc., a group against the Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project. Its developer, the Public Service Enterprise Group, hopes to move the 70-mile transmission line project forward on her land and many others.
This is certainly a David versus Goliath situation.
Tuesday, PSEG filed a court order for temporary right of entry to take environmental surveys on 90 properties for the project. This controversial task would run high voltage lines through Frederick, Carroll, and Baltimore counties on land owned by people like Joanne.
If the judge rules in PSEG's favor, we'll be standing on edge even more.
She says the project would destroy several acres of her property and her neighbors.
And I think it's certainly an escalation. It feels like a threat to people's safety and security and enjoyment of their homes.
PSEG did warn landowners they would file through the courts if they did not allow surveyors on their property. WJZ did reach out to PSEG about Tuesday's court filing. In a statement, a spokesperson wrote, in part, "We are willing to negotiate with property owners until a decision is issued by the court. However, we will not be providing compensation for the temporary right of entry following the issuance of a court order." The company says they must finish the surveys on landowners' properties, but they haven't been successful in gaining voluntary access. PSEG argues the Maryland Piedmont Reliability Project is needed to maintain reliability of the electric system in Maryland to help with the cost of electricity by increasing supply entering the state.
This should not only be PSEG's narrative, and it should not only be PJM's narrative that this line is needed. This line is not needed. But that is not Maryland's problem, and we shouldn't be forced to pay the price.
Joanne says the individual landowners are meeting with attorneys to support those in the new court filing and others expected to. Reporting on your corner, I'm Janae Reese for WJZ.
Janae, thank you.